We're going to start with Kevin. Kevin, you work in our centre in Vauxhall. Can you tell us a bit about the people that you and the team are serving there and some of the challenges that they face?
Yeah, it'd be a pleasure. There's not a distinct people group that we're reaching out to in Vauxhall, but if there were three groups that we see quite a lot of, either at the centre or out on the estates, Indigenous white British working class that have lived on the estate all their life. So they're Londoners through and through, people that I can relate to quite happily. We've also got quite a large Eritrean and Ethiopian population that started to arrive in the area in their mid-90s during the Civil War and have continued to come over. And also there's quite a large Spanish-speaking population. So there are three sort of people groups that we're able to reach to. Some struggles that these people are facing on a day-to-day basis. Single parent families is a massive issue in the area. We estimate somewhere around 50% of the families will become from single parents, and just has knock-on effects in community. The Eritrean and Ethiopian community have been ripped out of their own family life from relations back home, so they just struggle to be part of a community in the area. And obviously the Spanish-speaking population language barrier is a real issue for us. Okay,
thank you. And so how do you go about sharing Jesus with these people?
We've got a number of different creative ways that we can do that. So broken families, 50%, as I said, single parents. So we want to practically help these people. So mums and tots on a Friday morning. Mums and dads can come down. They can just have a chance to chat with other people in the same situation as them. We get to look after their delightful children. But we also share a gospel story. So this term we're looking at the whole theme of God saves. That's what we're teaching the children and the parents as well. The older ones in these families, we have our youth groups that we run on a Friday evening. So they come down for we have dinner together, we have play the Wii together, table football, and then we'll have a Bible study together. So that's just one way. We recently finished a teaching English as a foreign language course. So for those people, the Spanish-speaking population, that was really helpful just to reach out to that community, to give them life skills, but also to be able to put that into practice. So we're trying to teach them English. Where's a good text to go to? Let's go to one of the Gospels. So we were able to do that. And then practically as well, we work in partnership with Food Bank. Some of these people have long-term unemployment, are benefit dependent, so we want to practically help them as well. So this morning we had Food Bank operating out the centre, which means we get an opportunity to come alongside them, find out what struggles they're facing, and to help them as well. And then finally, we work in partnership with a local church. We've got a church plant just started recently, a couple of weeks ago, at the centre. So again, meeting together to bring a community based around the Lord Jesus.
Thank you. And so why is it so important for you to reach out to these least reached groups?
Like many of us, when we're facing struggles, it tends to dominate our worldview. So if you've got someone on long-term unemployment, they're just bogged down by the fact of life will never be okay if I don't get a job. So they're really living for the here and now. So trying to give them a biblical sort of understanding of the world around them, but giving them an eternal aspect as well, and saying life is going to be tough. We want to be there. We want to help you, but we want to say that as Christians we have a hope beyond this life, and we'd love to share that with you. So that's just one way that we're doing that with them at the moment.
Great. And have you seen many encouragements in your work?
Just a couple of people to mention. One lady, the centre have had contact with her for about 35 years now, and over the last year we've just really seen the Spirit softening this lady's heart. She would never open a Bible when I first met her, but wonderfully she sits there on a Friday afternoon for Bible study now, and she'll have the Bible open. We've been able to meet with her one-to-one as well, and just explain Christ from the Scriptures and make that relevant to her life. But I think the real encouragement last year was a young lady that some of the team met on the doors, and this young lady just had a hunger. She had questions about the Lord Jesus, So one of the team was able to meet up with her on a regular basis. And earlier on this year, this young lady gave her life to Christ, and she's now stuck into a church down in Brixton. So it's a real encouragement.
Fantastic. God is good. So how can we be praying for you, Kevin?
So just a couple of things. We've got quite a new, a large amount of members of new team arriving over the next couple of weeks. We've got 4 new members of team. So just pray that they will settle quickly into the work there in Vauxhall, that they will just have a passion to share the Lord Jesus with people, to continue the work that has been going on for many years before we arrived in Vauxhall. And also for the church as well, is that will just be a place where people feel part of a community, and they come to encounter the Lord Jesus for themselves.
Thank you very much.